Let's all stare at the door when Bobby comes.
There she is. And the diva makes her entrance.
God is my help in every need. God does my every hunger feed. God walks beside me, guides my way through every moment of the day. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is. And all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough. God is, and all is well.
God is my health, I can't be sick. God is my strength, unfailing quick. God is my all, I know no fear, since God and love and truth are here.
Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Wherever we give, God is. Wherever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough. God is, and all is well. I now am wise, I now am true, patient, kind, and loving too. All things I am, can do, and be through Christ the truth that lives in me. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough. God is, and all is well. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Wherever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough. God is, and all is well.
We love that song, don't we love that song? Richard McDeachy is one of my favorites. He was working at Unity Village all the time when I was doing licensed teacher training, and he is a Greek person, and so he talks with his hands. And I can remember him, all is well, well, well. And that's what it is, right? All is well. Thank you so much for opening with that. It's such a great reminder to all of us. So welcome, everyone, to the Unity Center of North Spokane. My name is Dana Zahler, and I've been gone for 2 weeks, and I am so filled with gratitude to just get to look at your faces. The crown came off. You could do what you want. You are a queen in my eyes, whether you have that crown on or not. So Aurora's celebrating her birthday today, so we are honoring her. So thank you. I think there's a story there. Okay, so we are all about our mission here today, and our mission is to touch hearts and transform lives through the power of unconditional love and acceptance. We embody a spiritual community that emphasizes personal growth, living consciously, and making a positive difference in the world. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to share in our opening affirmation together. There's only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God the good. This is the foundational principle of unity. So today, Jeff is going to be speaking on a topic that is important to all of us, and it takes a lot of courage. So vulnerability, the strength to be seen. I'm looking forward to that. And that is something that is your strength, is vulnerability. So when Jeff allows himself to be vulnerable, it connects to my heart. I think a lot of you probably feel that same way. All right, so Aurora, the birthday girl, is going to read the daily word.
The daily word for today is guidance, which I think is very appropriate for today on this pristine, beautiful Sunday morning. And so I follow divine guidance with faith and confidence. Created in the image and likeness of God, I have a creative power to bring my ideas to life. I choose which thoughts to nurture and grow, and where and how to invest my time and energy. Like a sailor preparing to embark upon the open sea, I do not travel alone. I get clear about where I want to go and what I want to experience, and get ready for the journey. I map the course to my goals and make an action plan. God accompanies me as the wind that fills my sails and propels me. I hold the rudder and choose the route, but ultimately, the wind moves me. I collaborate with spirit within and feel secure and brave, knowing I am always supported. With divine guidance to rely upon, I move confidently in the direction of my dreams. Proverbs 16:9. The human mind plans the way, but the Lord directs the steps.
So beautiful. And so true. All right, so I'm going to invite you all to just stand, and we're going to greet each other with a handshake or a hello or a hug or whatever you're moved to do. So. So I am going.
I went the wrong way.
Hello? Are we open? All right. I'm going to invite you to remain standing because we're going to sing together.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth. And who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth. And who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth. And who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world.
Thank you. I will be doing the meditation for you. Good morning to you all. And today we're exploring vulnerability. I have a 4-part meditation I'd like to walk you through. And as we begin, you always are in choice here. So I invite you now to close your eyes or soften your gaze or simply just listen. This is not about forcing anything in this moment. This is about creating enough safety in your nervous system to explore your inner truth. Allow yourself to arrive right here, right now. Let's start with somatic grounding and let your feet meet the floor. Feel the steady support of your breath, the support beneath you in the chair, the earth holding you without asking anything in return. If it feels comfortable, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And just for a moment, notice your own breath. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to perform for it. Just let it move through you, whatever its rhythm wants. Now, if you're willing, I'm going to invite you into a specific breath pattern, not because your breath isn't enough, but because it is used as a tool to help your nervous system feel safer. I will count a 4 breath in and a 6 breath out. And what is important here is not necessarily following the numbers, but allowing your out breath to be slightly longer than your in breath. So let's inhale together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, inhale for 4. And exhale for 6. As you exhale, allow your shoulders to drop, your jaw to loosen, and let your belly soften. Continue breathing in your own rhythm now. Take a moment to quietly scan your body. Where might you be holding tension? What feels tight or contracted? Don't fix it, just notice. Internally, offer your nervous system this simple message. In this moment, I am safe enough to be here. I can soften. I am supported. Now we'll do a gentle acknowledgement. Let's simply notice something that might be true. Vulnerability can be uncomfortable. Somewhere along the way, many of us learned to wear a mask, put up a defense, and to show up as who we thought we needed to be rather than who we actually are. Maybe we learned to be a little more careful, a little less fully us. Not because we were doing anything wrong, but because we are human, and humans learn to protect themselves. That protection served a purpose. But today, just for this moment, we could practice something different. What if vulnerability isn't about revealing, but presence? What if being seen isn't about being perfect, but about being true to ourselves? Take a deep breath here. When we release the mask of defense, we open ourselves to deeper connection to Source, to our authenticity, and to each other. Try not to dig for anything. There's no fixing needed. Just notice, with kindness, that you are here and you are already brave. Let's offer the body a gentle somatic release. Allow a new narrative and an invitation to let one mask or one moment soften of defense. Let's take a slow breath in, and on the exhale, let's release it with a sigh. In, out. Again, inhale. Now continue breathing in your own rhythm. Now we anchor what is spiritually true. I'll offer phrases. Gently breathe them in, let them land, or simply pass through. I am safe to be seen exactly as I am. I do not have to earn love by being perfect. My authenticity is my spiritual strength. I release a mask. I choose to be present. I release a defense. I choose connection. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the courage to be real. When I allow myself to be seen, I open to greater healing. I am worthy of love exactly as I am, right now in this moment. Notice what shifts when you stop trying to be who you think you must and simply rest in your own presence. Even 1 degree softer, even 1 breath more authentic. This openness, this willingness to be seen is a spiritual strength. Now begin embodiment and integration. As I invite you to imagine a moment today, maybe during coffee, maybe in conversation, just sitting in the service. Where might you normally put on a mask, raise a defense, show up as who you think you should be? Just picture it softly. And in that moment, see yourself choosing different. You feel your feet grounded, you take a slow breath, and you return to your center. You let the tension pass through, and you allow yourself to be seen exactly as you are. Maybe that looks like speaking one honest feeling, or staying quiet without pretending, or letting your face show what's real, or simply being present without performing. Watch yourself staying grounded as you show up authentically. You are safe, you are seen, you are loved exactly as you are. This is our practice today, not earning love by being perfect, but opening to deeper connection by being more present, truer to your inner self. Let these truths now anchor. I am strong enough to be seen exactly as I am. When I release the mask, I open to healing. My authenticity creates deeper connection. I am worthy of love, not someday, but right now. Let's take another deep breath in and release. And as we return to receive the wisdom of today, carry this with you. You are already worthy. You are already enough. You are already loved exactly as you are. When you are ready, gently open your eyes and return, ready to be seen, ready to be present. And thank you so much for your courage today.
Thank you so much, Catherine. I don't even know if I need to talk. Sorry. Driving the sound guys crazy back there. I mute it when I sing, because I'm not quite the vocalist I used to be. My vulnerability, yeah. When we put out in the newsletter the topic today, I got an email from Catherine. And she said, this is something really near and dear to me. Can I do the meditation? And I'm like, of course. Travis and Catherine and their family are new to our center, and thank you for being courageous and vulnerable. You exhibited exactly what you talked about, so thank you. Vulnerability. It's amazing that I have found the strength to be vulnerable when I look back on my childhood. 5th grade, Mary Valenzuela. She was the girl. All the guys were in love with Mary Valenzuela. And I was the kid that had I had braces, I had the butch haircut, I was skinny, I wasn't very athletic. I was the last guy on her radar. So I decided one day in my room that I was going to write her a love letter. And in my in the confusion of my emotions at that age and not knowing what's appropriate and what's not appropriate to share, I might have shared some things that at my age seemed perfectly normal, but it wasn't. So I gave Mary the letter, the note, and unbeknownst to me, somehow the boys at school got that note. And for the next day and a half, I was teased mercilessly, bullied. I remember running to the principal's office looking for safety. And I thought, wow, if this is what it means to share your emotions and be vulnerable. I didn't know at that time I was being vulnerable. I was just like, I just want to be seen, right? I want you to know who I am because I'm deeply in love with you and I can give you the best life as a fifth grader can. But anyways, so I look back on that experience when I think about vulnerability and I think about me standing up here today after everything that I've been through in my life to come out of that place, because I know for some, something like that would be so traumatic, they would just shut down and go and put their mask on into their shell and you would never hear from them again. For some reason, I don't know if I was courageous or if I was just naive or dumb or what, but here I am today. So, vulnerability, the courage to be seen, the strength to be seen. Vulnerability is a profound spiritual strength. True vulnerability is a willingness to be seen exactly as we are, not as we think we must to in order to earn love. When we release the masks and the defenses, we open ourselves up to a much deeper connection, authenticity, and healing. One of my core values is authenticity. And hasn't always been that way because I've worn many masks in my life. And probably in the last 5 years, in my quest to become more mature and more awoke, I've decided that kindness and authenticity were going to be extremely important values for me. And when you take that on, it challenges you because now you start looking at the masks you're wearing and the personas that you're putting out, and you realize like there's not truth there. Is this me doing this? I need to adjust it up. Okay, there we go. Vulnerability comes at the times leading into transformation, as we see with the butterfly up here. That time that butterfly is the most vulnerable is when it's coming out of the cocoon, right? It's struggling, but it's also trying to leave something behind and become something new, but that's when it's at its most vulnerable. And I would say to you, to us, is that at the times when we're most vulnerable are the times that we're inviting in true transformation. In unity, we begin with the awareness that we live, move, and we have our being in God. What's different about unity, and unity is really, there's a lot of new people here. Unity, if you're not familiar, unity is a different way of looking at God. Where religion says you need to do these things, unity says, or to get what you need, unity says you have everything you have. Everything you need, you already have. What can we do to unlock those strengths? What can we do to unlock those values, and that, or not values, but those strengths and those power? So we believe that we have our whole being is in God. That presence is not threatened by our honesty. It's revealed through it. That presence is not threatened by our honesty. It is revealed through it. In unity, just to recap here, it's ironic that I picked to do this today, but we start off every year, we talk about the 12 powers. There's 12 powers in unity. We actually have a candelabra thing here with 12 powers, but in the confusion of decorating for Christmas, it got put somewhere, and so we got to find it and bring it back up. But anyways, there are 12 powers in unity, and we recognize those in each month. So January's power is faith. Next month, February, will be strength, and you can see the different ones up there. These were identified by Charles Fillmore, the founder of Unity, co-founder with Unity with his wife. As I said, in January, it is faith, meaning belief, intuit, and practice. Perception, perceive. Our affirmation is, I am filled with faith. I know the Christ presence is in me, blesses me in all that I do. When we know that we are filled with faith and the Christ presence is in us, we can know that we are safe. So I have come to understand and know that I am safe. Now, sometimes I have to be a little more courageous than other times because it's like, this is new territory for me, right? But that is that desire and coming out of that. Vulnerability is often misunderstood. Vulnerability is not weakness. When we are talking about ourselves and strictly ourselves, vulnerability is not oversharing. When we share our vulnerability and we are not losing control, it's not trauma dumping. Right? So we're in the midst of something and we're so upset and we're so triggered by everything going on. Trauma dumping is not vulnerability. So when we are under control and we're able to share those things, that is we're in a state of vulnerability. Vulnerability is truth without armor. It is a willingness to be seen as we are, not as we think to be loved. In spiritual terms, vulnerability is alignment when our inner truth and outer expressions are no longer at war. When we're at war, we are known, we carry weapons, we wear protection or armor, and we put up a front to protect ourselves, right? Serves a purpose. It's part of what we naturally do. It's part of a default. And for a lot of us, we go 40 years into our life building up all this armor to recognize when we get to a point in our life that we don't need it. It's not just, well, the spiritual cost of it is it's not protecting us anymore. It's limiting our ability to be loved and to love. Many of us learned at an early age how to protect ourselves. Don't cry. You don't need too much. Do not show fear. Don't be a burden. My second wife told me I was too emotional. She couldn't handle it. I was too emotional for her. And I recognized later we looked at emotions completely different. They were comfortable for me. They were uncomfortable for her. Armor may keep pain out, but it also keeps love out. When we defend against it, we also disconnect from it. Unity in A Course in Miracles teaches that separation is an illusion, and armor is one of the convincing illusions we wear. In the Course in Miracles, it's one of the things that we study here. And just a plug, we do Course in Miracles studies Tuesday at the South Hill Church and online on Thursday. So if anybody's interested, let me know. So in A Course in Miracles, it looks at vulnerability from two different aspects. There's the ego-based vulnerability, and then there's, the true Christ strength of vulnerability. To grow your vulnerability, let's look at what it prevents. In the Course in Miracles, we see it like this. Ego says, I can be hurt. I must protect myself. If I'm open, I'll be attacked. I'm at risk. Flee. The true Christ strength says, nothing real can be threatened. I am as God created me. I rest in certainty, not in defense. And I choose peace instead of fear. So instead it is saying your safety is not located in control, protection, and other people's behavior. It's located in identity. Let me say that again. Your safety is not located in control, protection, or other people's behavior. It's located in identity. When you're authentic with who you are, then what people say about you is of no significance or no harm. Now we're going to dig a little deeper in this. We're going to go down a little bit further. We're going to look at what prevents our ability to be vulnerable. Well, basically two things, persona and ego. Ego, right? Vulnerability threatens a persona because vulnerability exposes uncertainty, reveals need, softens control, and risks disapproval. The persona survives on consistency. It's the mask you wear. Vulnerability introduces truth, and truth is unpredictable. Why the ego guards vulnerability? It's the ego's job is to keep you safe. The ego's job is to prevent pain. The ego's job is to maintain belonging. Then let's look at the ego. I'm sorry. That is the ego. Apologize. We go a little bit deeper than that. And we all have either left brain or right brain tendencies. So for some of us, vulnerability is easy. And for others, it's very difficult. So for those of us that are left brain tendencies, we have tendencies to be analytical, logical, structured, verbal, and very control-oriented, very ego-oriented. And there's nothing wrong with this, folks. All I'm trying to do is to help us understand that if something is preventing you from being vulnerable, when you get into either a one-to-one relationship or friendship, or you get into a group and you find yourself shutting down, what is it that's preventing you? All of us get into these situations and we think, oh, I want to say something. But what's preventing you from doing that? And understand that thing that's preventing you, that ball and chain that you're dragging behind, is only keeping you from growing and getting to a different level, rising in awareness and awakening. Left brain tendencies, the left brain challenges with vulnerability is overthinking feelings, emotional control as safety, vulnerability must be justified, and fear of incompetence. I got to be perfect. I got to make sure nobody sees who I really am, what's underneath. The typical defensive pattern for people that are left brain is intellectualization and talking about feelings rather than talking from feelings. So if you found yourself, you're talking about the feelings, but you're not really sharing what you're feeling, you're intellectualizing it. And that might be the thing that's hampering you. Then we get into the right brain. I'm a right brain guy. I'm intuitive, emotional, relational, creative, and empathetic. The challenges that people like me have with vulnerability is overexposure, so I can share too much, which at times I tend to do. Weak boundaries, you just allow people in, or you say too much. You identify, your identity is fused with emotion. My emotions are, therefore I am. Fear of abandonment. It's been a big one for me. And then the typical defense pattern for those right-brained is emotional flooding and sharing everything without containment or integration. Okay, so let's talk about things that will help us grow in our confidence and grow in vulnerability, grow our vulnerability. One of it is communication. Communication. Our ability to put language to our feelings, our knowledge of how we're wired, recognizing I'm right brain, you're left brain, I'm right brain, right? Understanding, or maybe you're a combination of both. Maybe in certain situations, environments, you're very left brain because you have to be for work. And then other times, you're very right brained. And just understanding where the two mix. Having emotional intelligence, we were teasing you. I love you to death, Aurora. Aurora's turned 16 today. I teased her. You're 16. You turned 16 today going on 40. If you have any engagement with this young lady, you will recognize this is a very emotionally mature person. But she has the ability to put the language to the things that she feels and being able, and my goodness, I can't imagine where she'll be 10 years from now. I'm teasing her. She needs to put her first talk together. But anyways, one of the things that I see us doing here, for those of you that are new, my passion here is I recognize that, as Rob Bell says, everything is spiritual. Not just a certain part of our life is spiritual, but everything we do has a spiritual element to it. If I have if I'm not emotionally intelligent to understand how to be able to express myself, then that's going to affect my relationship with the divine. So I see what we do here is looking at all aspects of our being. So we do studies like nonviolent. We're doing a book study right now on nonviolent communication, and we'll be doing that monthly. We'll be having a monthly small group on that. Nonviolent communication, right? When I first heard about that, I thought, well, I'm not a violent person. I don't go around hitting people. But your words can be very damaging, right? And so we're learning, what does it mean to be able to communicate nonviolently, or being able to receive it nonviolently. That's just one aspect of communication. But we'll be doing more and more things here as a center for that, because it's really about the whole thing and not just praying that it goes away. Then there's the spiritual physics of vulnerability. In unity metaphysics, resistance blocks flow. Resistance blocks flows. When we resist feeling, energy stagnates, stories harden, and the false self takes charge. When we allow vulnerability, energy moves, truth integrates, and the Christ nature awakens within. Vulnerability restores circulation between the heart, the mind, and the soul, or in the spirit. In unity, we do not ask to pretend that it didn't happen. We ask ourselves to heal forward, not harden. Trusting our vulnerability is another thing. Trust is often misunderstood, so let's reframe what trust really is. Trust is not a guarantee of safety. Trust is discernment over time, choice, not obligation, and self-honoring awareness. Trust is not blind openness. Trust is conscious vulnerability. The key unity insight is this: safety does not come from controlling others. Safety comes from alignment with the inner wisdom. Vulnerability guided by spirit is not reckless, it's regulated. And then we have biblical experiences and examples of this. Jesus as a way shower of vulnerability. In unity metaphysics, Jesus is not worshipped as an exception, but honored as an example. Consider the vulnerability of Christ. He wept. He asked for companionship. He trusted others with his message. He forgave openly, and he surrendered to the outcomes. The Christ consciousness does not dominate, it reveals. And then there's vulnerability as a spiritual strength. True vulnerability says, this is where I am, this is what I feel, this is what I don't know yet, and this is what I need. This is not a collapse, this is courage. Unity affirms that the power of God is not diminished by our humanity, it is expressed in it. On Friday night, we have our Men on Pause, our MOP group, Men on Pause. And one of the things that we do, we have a small group, we get together and we just talk about stuff. You know, the last couple of months it was the ego. This week it was talking about one of the things that was in our nonviolent communication that basically talked about the ability to observe without evaluation. And the reason why I chose that topic was the last couple of weeks, and I'll be talking more about this at the end, but the last couple of weeks has been a little overwhelming, hasn't it? If you follow the news or you follow social media, it's extremely overwhelming. And so we had conversation about it. And we sat as a circle and we revealed, each man shared what he was struggling with and how he's dealing with it. That was an opportunity to be vulnerable. Our soul's invitation is that every moment of vulnerability asks a sacred question. Do you trust love more than you trust your defenses? When we answer yes, even trembling, something sacred happens. The false self relaxes, the true self breathes, and the presence moves. Something happens. And then what makes vulnerability, I say vulnerability is a superpower. What makes vulnerability a superpower? A superpower is not something flashy. It's something transformative. It disarms fear. It disarms shame. It invites connection. It accelerates healing, and it makes love possible. Vulnerability paves the way for truth to be shared. And that I hope that in my vulnerability that I share and that you recognize I'm an open book. If there's anything I've done or whatever, you can come talk to me. So, we're big on building community. We want to build community, and I see that, I truly believe today with the way everything has gone with social media and everything, people are really to put down these things and get back into groups, get back into circles, and have conversation with one another. I only brought my phone in today as just an example, something, and actually, I didn't do this last week, but I'm going to take the opportunity and do this. Those of you that weren't here last week, everybody surprised me celebrating my birthday and wore plaid. And after the fourth person, I said, wow, you wore plaid today. Somebody said, well, we were told to last week because it was your birthday. And here I thought I was in fashion. I didn't realize it was a... But it was amazing to me. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. It was amazing to me, and as I look back, and I was extremely touched, because this is community. Why does vulnerability build community? Well, it creates trust. Trust doesn't come from perfection. It comes from honesty. Vulnerability breaks the illusion of separation, especially in small groups and circles. Vulnerability invites belonging and not performance. Belonging and not performance. If you've read the story of Gati that was on our website, was on our Facebook page a few weeks ago, Gati has an amazing story about being able to be seen and be belonged to versus the performance of a certain church. That he could not be himself. He could not be his authentic self in those environments. Vulnerability normalizes asking for help. Healthy communities are not those where no one struggles, but those where no one struggles alone. Vulnerability builds resilience, not weakness. Vulnerability aligns with the sacred truth. When individuals are vulnerable, community becomes a living expression of love, compassion, and shared awakening. In one sentence, vulnerability builds community by replacing fear with trust, performance with presence, and isolation with belonging. So, we are, as I said, we are in difficult times right now. I don't know about you, but I had to shut everything off. And the old Jeff Tawney, for those of you who may not know, the new people that are here, I was 15 years ago or so. I was a deep evangelical, Rush Limbaugh, Fox News, the whole bit, right? If you didn't know how to live your life, I was pretty happy to tell you how to do it. And then I started getting curious and started asking questions, and I transitioned. And I love people on both sides. There's not a side to me, right? But it's a matter of understanding versus just saying one versus the other. But anyways, where I'm going with this is that we have been in very difficult times, and it would be ignorant to say that what is happening is not affecting our nervous systems. A soldier that goes into battle, that is under pressure every day of being shot at, and having to look for a foxhole and get ammo and all the stuff that goes with that, comes home with traumatic stress disorder. They come back, they're affected. Psychologically, their system is affected. Well, what we are experiencing is not trauma from war, but Marilyn shared with me that it's acute traumatic stress. It's the pressure, pressure, pressure. Phone ringing, ding, ding, ding. This is happening, that's happening. So, in the coming weeks, I won't be here next week, and the week after I'll be here, but I won't be speaking. Next week, we are going to Colorado to spend time with my grandkids. We could celebrate Christmas again with all over again with my grandkids in Colorado. So I'll be gone next week, but the week after that, we have Margie Hyatt, who is the retired minister of Unity Honolulu, will be here, and she'll be sharing with us. I'll be back for that, but she'll be our guest speaker. But in the coming weeks after that, I'm going to be doing a series of talks about how do we handle ourselves in these difficult times. How do we protect ourselves? And because those stresses can shut down our vulnerability, our ability to be vulnerable, right? It's like it's too much. I think of the visual of a soldier in a foxhole. They just can't talk. And we are getting in that. And it's our responsibility, regardless of what's going on out there, this is our responsibility, right? We can choose to turn it off, disengage, or whatever. We can only handle what we can handle. So, but we're going to talk about that and what that looks like. So with that said, this is the Unity Center, our Facebook page. If you go to it online, this is what you see. These are some positive posts that we have posted over the last few weeks. There's a Gati story. There's a story there about a veteran and a little girl. And the one we just posted yesterday has to do with Muhammad Ali. How many knew that Muhammad Ali saved a man from committing suicide? Did anybody know that? A couple people knew that. I did not know that. I heard it for the first time Friday night, and I actually didn't trust. I do trust the guy because he's our media guy, but I was like, has this been fact-checked? So I went and fact-checked it to make sure. Yep, came back. Everything's true that's in this post. But that's a good news story. So what I've asked our media people to do is that I want a positive story, a positive message on our Facebook page every day, with the idea that we can go to the Unity page and share something positive every day. Right? So in the course of the stuff that's coming that may be harmful to our system, we have the power or the control to share something positive, to do something positive. And so that's what's going to happen. So if you're not on our Facebook page, look us up. For some of the new people, we also would like to get you connected on our newsletter. But that's what we're going to be very intentional about what we're doing moving forward in what we share, our light, right? So, as I said, in the coming weeks, Dana will be speaking next week. And I don't know what her topic is yet, but Dana always has something very timely and appropriate. And then, as I said, Margie Hyatt will be here the week after, but I will be back and I will be here. I want to make sure I meet all you new people. If I've missed anybody, please let me know. I do want to connect with you. And thank you for being here. Thank you all. This community means a lot to me. So, as I shared last week, if you didn't catch it, watch last week. I'll share why I was so moved. But anyways, thank you all. Stay curious and be the blessing.
Jeff, in the advent of time, do you want to just move on to the offering?
No, I want to hear that song you did, because you did it this morning in rehearsal, and it sounded amazing.
All righty, here you go. Take it a little bit more seriously again. I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth. In you I find my identity. Oh, and you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I know I'm just weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I so believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Taking all I have and I'm laying it at your feet. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory. Oh, and you say I don't belong. Oh, you say I'm yours, and I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe, oh, I believe, yes, I believe what you say of me. I believe.
That was so amazing. Thank you. I love your gift, Sandra. We are so honored and so lucky. All right. Whew. This is a time in our service where we share our gifts with this ministry. We acknowledge that giving and receiving are part of one divine process. So I invite you to consider your gifts and thank you. I invite you to bless these gifts with our love offering blessing together. Divine love in, through, and as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you. Okay, we will say the unity statement for peace together. Unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of injury. Unity honors the many names for God, the many paths to God, the many ways to worship God. For there is only one power and presence of God, and that God loves each one of us equally. Unity urges all nations, their leaders, and their people to pursue peace, not war, for this is what honors the God of all our faith traditions. Thank you. Just a few announcements today. We want to thank Wayne personally. For fixing the coffee machine. We want to thank all of our volunteers, of course, but coffee is very important, so thank you, Wayne. Yeah. All right, send us your prayer requests so we can get those online, or you can offer them here in person. We have a little form for you to fill out, and we will pray for you and with you for 30 days. Okay, this book study is continuing today, and we will be right over here in a circle. It's not too late. Please join us if you'd like to. So Mert, for those, would you stand up, Mert? For those of you who don't know, Mert offers this Qigong practice every Sunday at 10 o'clock in the classroom. So it's a wonderful meditation and movement. So thank you, Mert, and please consider joining that. So we have a community service project that was really a Christmas project that's now continuing on through the winter months, and that they are making fleece hats, and we're happy to have cash donations, or if you have some fleece that you could donate, please consider that. So there's an urn in the back for your donations for that. So, all right. So
We have eggs again today, too.
all right.
Travis and
Kathleen and Travis are the egg. They are the source of the eggs. Well, not. They are the. They are the conduit for delivering the eggs. All right, so let's just say our youth blessing. We will start saying the blessing for all of those young people that are in our lives together. Be the love you are, sing the song you hear, share your joy of life with people far and near, and now for ourselves. Be the love we are, sing the song we hear, share our joy of life with people far and near. All right, and now we will stand and join in the peace song.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on trip to Mars. We'll be bringing in a brand new year.
Bringing in a brand new year.
So listen, dear,
Don't you meet me here? Well, I'm bringing in a brand new year. Oh,
sailing down on a rainbow,
I'll flirt with Lady Moon.
but if
She sighs or winks her eye,
I won't
be back till June.